Just double check. Ini HR Scrum kan?
HR, yes, more HR.
There
Not
you guys.
HR. Wait a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so since here I saw Wayana is joining, maybe Wayana, do you have any topic that you want to discuss with us? Or if you have, please put on the discussion management so we can discuss it and record it there.
Actually, from last time I nominate actually Andre to socialize about new practice for the direct booking for PayPal, like have to extra 0.5% and also bank transfer. Can you Andre to help socializing that?
Hello. Okay, Kak Tandi, maybe we can start from discussion management first.
Okay, today Nadine is my secretary. Since Nadine not here, I will delegate to Caroline for the next. Caroline, are you ready with the paper? Okay, let's open the paper. I will just share my screen for discussion management. Oh, this one. Did you put already the this one, Andre?
Yeah, I put that as a special treatment payment because we have to make another concern about this kind of payment. So I'm going to tell you the first is about the PayPal first because I thought it would be something that easier because here's the PayPal payment that happened in Bukit Vista. Every reservation that happened in our reservation, every payment that happened in our reservation, we have to always add 4.5% because it will be the transfer fee that happened in the PayPal. So let's say that your guest is have to pay $200 for the reservation. So after that, don't forget to add 4.5% of that amount because if you don't put it and then PayPal is going to cut 4.5 from that total amount, from that only 200. So you will receive less than 200. That's why if there's a transfer from the PayPal, you have to add 4.5% from the total amount that guests have to pay. So we will receive the correct amount to be shared between partner and also Bukit Vista. So that's the first from the PayPal. And you can also, I believe that you can also use the snippet PV PayPal to see the email of Bukit Vista PayPal, so you can address easily the guests if they need our PayPal. The second one is about the international transfer. This is the payment that we have to also pay attention because every international transfer that guest made, there will be extra charge. I mean, like what's the transfer fee? I'm going to say transfer fee that guests have to pay, and we never really know how much the transfer fee. The basic thing is like this: if you want the, let's say, happen in if you are using BCA and then you want to transfer to BRI, there will be an additional fee like 6,500 that you have to pay in rupiah, and this also happened in the international transfer. So let's say again they want to pay $200 and make sure that the guest should also pay in the transfer fee, and let's say the transfer fee is $50. So the $50 should be on the guest side. The guest should pay that, and it doesn't mean that the guest is only pay 150 because we are paying their transfer fee, but we have to receive the correct amount as the reservation. Like I said, if they have to pay $200, they have to pay in total $200, and the transfer fee should be on the guest side. So maybe you can also put attention on that. And I suggesting you, if you want to make any what's the name, money change, money exchange, yeah, converted, you can refer from centralkutabali.com. Maybe in the secretary you can also write it there, so let us know about that. Because why we want to use centralkutabali.com, because Moana is in Bali and we want to make that refer from the data from the central Kuta Bali. So before you make any reservation and you want to make any converted from rupiah to dollar or many others, money to rupiah and such as like that, please refer from centralkutabali.com, because yeah, more usually use that one. I think I'm going to say that because we have to also pay attention in international transfer and also PayPal transfer. Is there all more that? Am I correct referring this information?
So yeah, I think mostly you got it correct. I think basically for the international transfer, so the word that you have to say is like we have to receive full amount based on the invoice. So whatever the cost is beyond guess. So that is very clear for everyone, because we don't want, like, you know, as a company have bad reputation because of couple of dollars. So we have to be clear upfront to the guests regarding what you're gonna charge. So that's it. So yeah, you Andre get it most all of it, Andre. So thank you for being a proxy. And then, so does everyone have any question regarding this new practices for direct guests, guys? All good?
All good. Wait.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it from me, and thank you, Andre, and everyone. If you have any question regarding direct payment, international bank transfer, or like PayPal, yeah, please let me know so that I can help.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Wen. It's just that, Mbak.
Yes, just that.
Okay, yeah, okay. I think this is good information for us as well. But I think to make sure this is delivered also for the upcoming member, like the new member in the future. So I think we need to put this material. I think for now we can put on the HAR library. So I will need from the Caroline as well for put it on the HAR library. So in the future, the new member of the HR still know this information. Also, I think the important one is we need to reduce the payment outside Airbnb, so it will be more easier for you also. So you don't need to handle like any kind of the miss payment or something. So I think that will be great as well if you try to back again to the resolution of the Airbnb request and then send money on the Airbnb. Okay, thank you. I will back again to the Trello. Let me share screen. Okay, now we'll start from the under initiative. The first one for the HCR A.1.1 for the guest review experience.
Mr. Chair, actually, Andre is taking a day off today, so he just attempt to share about the PayPal thing. So yeah.
Okay, so I will just read it, the update. So Andre will continue this program and finding the review of the week and maintain the design based on BV brand book. And the second one, Gani working on posting and creating timeline. So this is the guest review experience on Instagram, right? Okay. I think I didn't see the KPI like the goal of this. Actually, Yeah, I will have more discussion with Andre because I saw there's upload 2 guest review per week, but I don't see what is the main goal, like until how many, or like what is the actually like the what is the problem that actually that Andre want to solve here. I think this is just for the creating, it's that's mean the idea that we have, then we just put it, but we don't know like is this working or not. So I think we need more clear vision for this project. So yeah, I would like to have a sub discussion. Maybe you can set tomorrow after the, yeah, maybe after the Andre day off. Caroline, can you help me to set with Andre for tomorrow? Yeah, at you can put at 11 after the scrum. Thank you. The second one is HAR A.1.0 for the guest experience post. Okay, this one. Let me see the update. So the last update is from Jing. So I think this is no update. Uh, but let me read the last update from this is comment from Jing. So that's a good point. I will try to help unblock the friction with an inspiration we have at the PRM. Sorry, at the RM meeting today. Check out my next card. Okay. Is this already done, sir, for the unblock? Sorry, you're muted, sir.
Thank you. So yeah, actually let me take a quick read at this myself. But what I did was I responded to what Andre previously wrote by suggesting the using the WhatsApp status as an experiment to see if that would get higher engagement than Instagram. Not higher engagement, but more higher targeted engagement than Instagram.
Okay.
Our Instagram audience is mostly non-guests, but our
Yeah.
WhatsApp audience is mostly guests.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
So I will. I think there will be update for the with the Andre the next, and then the HAR A.1.2 for the guest experience post WhatsApp status. Let me see the last update. So the last update is I think 9 hours ago. So there are some view from the Andre status, and then there is like a 11 view from that. But I didn't see the response like for the like after they view it. Is there any like a back like a message direct to the Andre? I didn't see there's update as well. I think just if just view it will be same like Instagram, but we need to know like or we need to track like how many the response from our status on the WhatsApp as well. I think that's most important than just view. I think view on the status WhatsApp, it could be automatic as well. If someone click a few status from this person, and then it will automatic to the next, to the next, to the next, until maybe by the accident, or it's directly want to see that status like that. So I think Caroline, could you comment on the underscore? So please update how many person is contacting you after they view it, so we know this what's called this in this what's called the new pivot is working or not. Okay, the next one is this is from Nadine. For the listing filter deployment on bigger, we'll see. I think the last update is on the July 27. There is only the bigger dev bukitVista.com, but there is no description of what is that. So I think that's from my side. It's not clear or the update. So I think please maybe you can comment, Mr. Curtis. Please give an update. Give a clear update. So we know what you mean about with this link. So this is like just the link, so we don't know what we need to have a look on this link, right?
Very good.
Okay, so please put it then on the Caroline. Oh yeah, Caroline, if you need repeat for me, please just tell me so I can tell you back again. Yeah. Okay, the
Yeah,
next
thank you, Kak.
one. Yeah. So the next one is the HRF.10.0 for the simplify check-in arrangement information with BV guest portal. Okay, let me have a look. So this one, the last update is from Andre. Nadine, with what will we need to do if the guest refuse to fill the check-in time, or maybe they just forget to fill it? I think there is no answer from the Nadine yet from the Andre question, and then I didn't see the update as well for this project. So Caroline, could you please mention Nadine for updating the car and then answer the Andre question, yeah. Okay. If you guys also have a comment, please just put it there, so let Nadine know what she need to update it. Okay, thank you for the next HRG.4 for dev in Russian inquiries on Telegram. There is no update here, so I will just skip it. Next one is the case management journey, and there is no update as well, so I will just skip it. And the next one for my card, this for inquiry optimization and improvement. So actually, I already had the meeting discussion with the content and then revenue management with the release on the Monday. So actually, I still make a what's called the description of the comparing data from the first week and then the second week, and then it's surprisingly like I saw there's a improvement from the HR. So if you can see just on the picture first, so in the first week there is the most inquiry is for the negotiation inquiry, and then the visit inquiry, and then the information inquiry. That's the top inquiry that not converted. But on the second week, when we already discussed it and then we evaluated what is we need to improve. So actually, currently the most inquiry that not converting is from the spam. The second one is from the information inquiry, and then the negotiation inquiry is reduced. So it's mean like negotiation inquiry we converted and then we reduced from the 28% to 16%. I think that's good from the HR side. We converted more, and then the information inquiry I already talked with Rizal as well. So there is some data that we need to improve or we need to put on the listing to reduce the question on the list. Also the question from the guest. For example, like is it Nusa Penida open, or is it how it's like there is a fridge on the house or something. So I think that's we can put on the listing, right? And then the spam as well. Yeah, there's still a spam. Like there is lack of interest, and then just like spamming without any future request. So we cannot do anything more like that. Okay, Mr. Jing.
Tendi, I want to
Back to
say
you.
congratulations. Thank you for getting this. I finally feel much more transparent about what's going on. And I want to say two things. One, I like that you, radical candor, right? I like that you now have actually created a very, very systematic way of understanding inquiries, which was pretty dark before. So we can break this down. I also like that you're updating it over time so that you can sort of march and see the progress. And I think this is good. So the idea of like being able to look at where the problem is and then seeing like yes, the negotiations are shortening and other parts are that I think is totally cool. And this allows I think the next stage, which is now you can set goals. Right? If you can visualize what's happening, then now you can set goals and you can set standards and SLAs and other things. So this is incredibly good. The only other thing I would ask is how do we know, right? Spam is spam. So how do we know spam is spam? Spam detection is actually, I know spam is not trivial, meaning like a lot of AI goes into identifying what is spam, what is not spam. So I would like to know a little bit more if spam could be something else, because it could be something that was maybe misidentified. But this is really good. I have one other question, which is: are we categorizing manually, or are we using some other thing to categorize?
uh, the and for now we analyze in manually, but with our agreement. So in the first week we reviewed all the what's called all the inquiry. Then we agree. Okay, so this is the categories of the negotiation. So there's a part of the negotiation price. Also, this is like the pet policy. So the guest want to bring the pet, and then the
Okay.
villa doesn't allow it or something. So yeah, currently we are still doing.
That's good. That's fine for now. That's fine for now. We have a low number of inquiries now. So my next challenge is this, right? When we start getting more inquiries, will you be able to do this in a scalable way? And I can think of two possible branches you can go for that. I'll just sort of say it now, right? One way is you can go over to, let's say, the data science team and you can ask for natural language processing, which is NLP. This is a technology that allows machines to understand what people are saying and classify intent. So that's like what chatbots are made from, right? So NLP, natural language processing. The more traditional way is you just do a random selection, right? So you randomly select however many you can manually process and analyze, and then you look at what the results of that random selection are. So let's say you harvest 50 inquiries a week and you break it down into these categories. It's not as it's kind of okay, but it's not as thorough as NLP can be. But this, I think, is like the quote that we got. This is that first stone. Now that we have this first stone, we can start working our way across the river. And this is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Teddy.
Okay, thank you very much, Jing. Yeah, actually, the main goal that I want to get here is the raise the awareness from the HAR team. So actually, we actually from my side, I don't want to make this like a for forever, but I will see if there is like a until the improvement, like for example, like until no for example it's just the information or something that and then like our conversion is already good. So I don't want to make this again, because we already aware like how to respond it if there is any inquiry for the information. So we just contract it, so it will be done directly because we already contract to the content, so content can fix it. So and this, if there's any negotiation, we just contact the RM or something. So actually this is the first thing that I want to like raise the awareness from the HR. So we will aware how to like make a right response to the inquiry like that. Okay, thank you very much, Jing, for the comment as well. So for the next one, for the HRF.5, for the tracking the guest journey using bigger by on the on-site team involvement. So for this one, actually, I would like to reset this card for the better and then clear project using the new template. So I would like to know if so what the problem that actually I would like to solve for the tracking the guest journey. Is it like scalable or not, or what is the clear vision of this project like that. So I would like to reset it by today, and then tomorrow you can see, and then I would like also step back to see as well, like is it this project worth it or not like that. Okay, thank you. And then for the F.8, actually this is same with the previous use. So I would like to step back and then review it all the intended outcome, hypothesis, and then the KPI. So basically for this one, this is like a creating something that from my idea, right? But that's from the very small issue that for in the previously about the dealing. But yeah, I would like to check it again and then make a research like is it actually this virtual tour is worth it, and then is it actually the guest need this what's called this feature or not. So I can like if this is not worth it, so I can just abandon it. So it's not like wasting my time a lot for this, so I can just focus it on another thing. So yeah, I think I need review it again all my projects, so I can know like which one is actually good for my time budget, or which one is just like wasting my time budget like that. Okay, I think this is good for you guys as well. You can review it all your project, And then yesterday I had a one-on-one with Collin as well to review the project and everything. I think she get more the insight and then the things already. So I think this is good for make it clear. So you can go ahead if you have the clear vision. But if there is something that you don't know, this is can working or not, I think you need to thinking more about the other project or other people like that. Okay, thank you. The next from the Rian. I think there is no update here. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Like this project is very long. Like it's take like almost 3 months, and I don't see like any big changes from the first. So I think this is just like the layout, and this is can be done just by the content. I think. Uh, I would like to actually discuss with Rian. So this is discuss because I don't think Rian will continue this because he will to live as well. And then I think for now we need to see what is the most important things, the most important project that we need to make or to work on it. I think this is just the attachment that we can actually put on the feature on the future. Sorry. So I would like to have a sub discussion. Maybe Caroline called you headset meeting with Rian, so we know what is the next this. Okay, the next one is this is from the Caroline for the HR material competencies. So this is from the learning process. Caroline, could you give the update?
So I did the financial resolution mechanism with Cynthia yesterday, and also done with the post hosting system. And as Katendi have mentioned, I will take a step back as well for guidebook and do research plan, so I have a better vision of it and background. So that's it, the update. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Caroline. So if you have any what's called learning material that you want to know, so please let us know, so we can put also another checklist on your learning, so we know how is your progress of the learning. Yeah. Okay, and then a little comment for the guidebook. So I think yeah, you need to check as well, like what is the most important things that actually XR want to fix, and then actually so you have like a amazing project that you solve the main problem of the SR like that. So that will be great for you as well. So you can learn more about that. Okay, next, Jing, you have any comment?
Yes, I know it's probably not easy for Tendi and Caroline to abandon a project. I know Caroline came in here with a research plan, and I think actually it's good that Caroline, we decided to like do radical candor more, right? And so we want to make sure that the projects, like exactly supporting what Tendi said, actually support the chapter's goal. What I would like actually to add on top of what Tendi said so far is this idea that I think I said this yesterday. Don't fall in love with the solution. Fall in love with the problem. Your problem is real, actually. The idea of how do we actually address sort of guest direction during their stay is real. It's there's a lot of things that I think we can do better here. That is still a problem, but the way that we solve that, I think, has to be in a way that, let's say, is enduring and fits to, let's say, the guest need. This is something that we've discovered right now through product management, professional networking, and I'd like to bring you in actually more people from HAR to these meetings because they are about product, right? Like designing some online app, but it's a guidebook is also a product, and a lot of this thought process, which was when I first started thinking about product development, I thought I make something and then people will buy it. And that's exactly the wrong way to do it. That's where 99% of failures are. It should be more, I understand a problem people are facing, and then I create the solution that will solve their problem. And I'm okay with going through and creating new iterations of this product to solve this specific problem, but I don't create things that are solving nobody's problem, right? Or it's an undefined problem. So this has actually been very well rehearsed in the product development chapter. And I remember when Caroline, you were first here, like you went to visit that particular chapter too. They have a very good process, and I wanted to also integrate with Tendi into defining even our template cards more specifically, so that they specifically address what problem does this actually solve, who is the audience, so that we're very lucid, we're very clear about it. So please don't think of it as oh, this is disappointing, right? It is more of this concept here at Bukit Vista we call fail fast, which is when we realize something doesn't work, we don't lose sight of our motivation. We keep our motivation. We focus on the problem, and we come up with a new implementation to solve that problem. The problem you have is still there; it doesn't go away. But besides the guidebook, what else would you do? And that then becomes a new challenge. Okay, all right. Just wanted to put that in as sort of a focus to develop strong leadership characteristics. And I think both you guys are going through a really inspirational process right now too as well. Okay, back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Jing, for the good advice for us as well. I think this is helpful for the HR as well to move, go ahead, and then we can be the better project manager as well. Okay, thank you very much. So I think that's it for the initiative. So I will jump to the discussion management. I'll just share my screen quickly. Okay, okay, I think you can guys see my screen. So there is a topic. I think this is from me. So I make a best practice for follow up the guests on Airbnb actually. So actually I saw a problem when I am what's called analyze the inquiry. So there is still some inquiry that's there is no follow up. For example, we already send the pre-approval and then tell the guest this is the accommodation is available. So and then I don't see another reminder message like that from the HR. But I have a best practice to make inquiry notes, and actually this is working. So I got some guests is get back to me, and then actually they still needed the room. And then, but maybe it's because maybe they message some host, and then our message is not clearly see from the guest. And then when I see there's reminder message to the guest, and then the guest is actually responded, and then some of the inquiry that actually no response from the guest is being converted. So this is actually for the about the follow up for the inquiry that you need to have a look. I think this is I will show you the inquiry notes. So I had to make it like this. So it's very simple. So the objective is better follow up and reminder for the potential guests on the Airbnb message to gain booking, and then the result is actually the increase the inquiry conversion, and then the guests get back with the reminder message, and then the KPI is send follow up message within 3 hours after the last message, and then wait the response until 24 hours from the guest before you leave it that what's called that inquiry. So like this just the table when the inquiry that you receive on the July something, and then which profile, and then the name, and then what's the case the guest didn't get back, maybe they have the budget 50 million a month for the villa, and then I need to discuss it with the RM and then send the reminder message as well like this. So actually this will be more effective twice than the first process that you made, just send pre-approval and then tell the guest room and then just leave it. I think that's not gonna be gain any specific any big change for the conversion, but I think we need to push a little bit from our side to more effort. So I think rather than we waiting for the ball, we can just what's called to run and get the ball like that. So it's like a little bit effort to get to what's called called to achieve our goal like that. So yeah, actually we can think like something that actually we can do better. So just for like simple like this, actually, but it's working like that rather than is nothing. So I think you can guys start with your own idea how to actually better follow up with the guests, and then uh, to see the better things that you actually can do for the conversion like that. Okay, I think just that from me. If you guys have any question, you can put on the comment. If you have like a direct comment, please raise your hand. Okay, Cynthia.
Yep. Thank you, Tandy, for the explanation. So the things that I'd like to ask is, we do this thing manually. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you thought about the next step? I mean, like, if it's in this situation, then it might be all right, and it will be easier to do that. And then, how long you want to do this as well? Are you going to do this for a whole time, a long time, or because I think this is great, but it's just for me, it's not effective because it will make you document the thing, then copy it. Yeah, it you have, yeah, you are right. We have more effort or on doing this. So yeah, that's for me actually.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia, for the comment. Yeah, again, maybe Jing, or what do you have any advice from the Cynthia comment?
Yeah, that's actually really good. This is a good moment for both Tendi and Cynthia, I think. Tendi, this is a good opportunity to ask Cynthia, what's your solution?
Oh, okay. Can I just directly answer?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep. So for this best practice for the following up the guest Airbnb, because they're not coming back to us. Yeah, it's actually like we are doing the gold digger, like if gold digging like the previous one, and then I think we already know that it's not really working because we also should identify is it the guest is really serious in our place or is it just want to do the window shopping. Okay, for my solution is if you want to do this thing, can we just like maybe put the automatically record if it's possible, like maybe put it on Trello, even though it the same. At least you are more easier to do that. Or maybe if you want to do this thing as well, you can just pick like the potential guest that you wanna catch again. You wanna pick the ball again. So it won't take your time, and you just can like target it which guest that you want to approach again, re-approach again. That is for me.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. So maybe Caroline, do you have any comment from the Cynthia solution? What do you think?
I felt I might just, I don't know if you put automatic like that. I felt I might just forget. So for me personally, I prefer attendees one since Dropbox like keep reminding you if there is changes, right? So I think just kind of like a reminder. So I would prefer writing like I would prefer take more time, but I do not forget about it, and yeah. So that's from my side, I think.
Okay, so thank you, Caroline, for the advice. So, what I get from these things is the first this point like from the Cynthia advice is about the time effectively. The second one is about the how you reduce your work like with the low effort but it's working like that. So the third one about the solution is like the automatic message like a reminder message. And then the fourth one from the Caroline is about the personal approach. So I get that's a 4 point. And then actually maybe I have a comment for that as well. So actually uh, if we have look back like what is our vision and mission as well. So we are in the reservation team. So the main what's called like I can say that the main work of the reservation is converting the booking, right? Whenever the effort, whenever the how much you put the effort on there. So actually, that's good advice. I mean from the Cynthia as well and then the Caroline. But I think each person have a different perspective, right? How they actually maybe this person is more like personally, this person more like automatically the like Booking.com one. So they have like a feature for the automatic reminder and everything. So and the message in the Booking.com. I think that can be to solution on that as well from my set. So we can set the reminder, but we need there's a lot of there's a something that there's a project, right? So we need to like talking with the IT tools and everything. But if you want to starting that will be great as well to help us. And then the second one, there is a time to fix that what's called to integrate that message. And then during that time, I would like you guys to implement this small best practice first. So we will see like the changes. So the first you make this, and then okay, how actually you feel like you got the back response from the guest. And then after the integrated finish, so is it like a more working with the, because if the integrate one, it will be like one word, right? It will be like the same word like a robot working on that. And then actually that's approach well to the guest with the personal answer, or it's just like a general, and then the guest maybe care or don't care like that. So actually that's two things that I can say here. So maybe that's just good solution for Cynthia and Caroline. I really happy to hear that as well from your feedback. So the next step is we will start this first manually. So currently we can, because there is not much inquiry, so we can optimize our work. And then the second one, I would like maybe Cynthia to start to working on the integration, maybe asking actually is it worth maybe because there's a lot of what's called things until product development want to work on this project, right? So what is the problem and everything. So yeah, make sure the reason that you tell the IT to or the product development is match like that. Okay. Is there any comment maybe?
Yep, Tendi. So I
Yes.
think if you want to do this thing for the best practice first, so it will be start from the HAR profile coverage that they cover,
Yeah.
and then maybe it's also your side to persuade how you persuade the HR team to like maybe doing this, and then what if in the in the middle of this process maybe they found it like it's not working, or it's maybe it's work, and then yeah, on your side I'm not
Yeah.
sure,
Okay.
because actually yeah, I have doing this on the squad
Mm,
for
yeah.
before. And then to tell you frankly, it's from me like like you know, it's gonna like waste the time, and then
Mm,
I feel like I can't do that, and then I'm giving up. So yeah, that the personal
okay.
problem is that I'm giving up. So
Yeah.
I think you should how you persuade them to not easily giving up,
Okay.
and then yeah, it will work
Okay.
in the future.
Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, I think for my set, I think I don't need to persuade to the SAR. So actually, this is like actually the things that help you guys to convert the inquiry. So I don't need to persuade to the HR team to use that, but we will see the work from them. If this is not if they did not do this, so how their performance, is it like increase or not? And then the second one is, that's why I make the KPIs, Cynthia. So it's not like wasting my time. So I just send like I just wait until like the 3 hour for the reminder, and then the second one is wait the 24 hour. If the guest tomorrow we check there is no response yet, we can leave it because the lack of interest. So I think you can manage. So you don't need to follow up on the one inquiry until like every many time, but you have to set your work, your time, so you can you actually this is your control, right? So you can set whenever the times that you want, so it will be not make your work is wasting time, and then but make this more effectively and efficient like that. Okay, I think Jing, you have raised your hand. Do you have any comment?
I want to say that this is actually a really, really high quality conversation, I think. And everybody is participating in the way that they should. So Cynthia is actually is being radically candid, and Tendi is also being radically candid. And this is how we get things done. So I want to say that this is really, really positive. Oftentimes before, we would not talk about it, but then we would find out during the execution didn't go the way that we thought, and it was because we didn't understand what sort of like was the feedback cycle. So this is interesting. What I think you have here is you have a problem, and like as I told Caroline, fall in love with the problem, right? Meaning this is everybody's sort of right here, right? Tendy's right. We need to get this thing fixed. It's correct. This way is Cynthia's right. This way it does take longer. Caroline's right. You know, this does add a personal touch, and it's sort of like you guys are all right. But the way I see it is you're right at different phases of this problem, right? So yes, at this point, Tendy's solution is probably the right way. It's simple. It's easy. We can implement it right away. And remember, when you build something to solve a problem, you're not necessarily solving the problem, right? You're building a thing to solve the problem, and then you don't know necessarily whether the thing that you built will actually solve the problem. We've been there before with this whole thing with the owners and creating a platform for them. And you can see all the problems that we wanted to solve. We built the platform, and in the end, we didn't even get the users to use it. So there's still kind of a gap, right? So we are right. Cynthia's right. At some later point, we could lose motivation if it's too repetitive and it's boring, and we have to do this hundreds of times every day. But I think that is actually the next problem, not the problem that we have today. So you're all right. It is correct, right? But I think prioritize the problem, right? Don't think of the problem as just like one stage. It has like one feature. No, the problem is this today, and this needs to be prioritized today. And in the future, the problem will evolve, and then we'll need to come up with a new solution. And this is why it's so important to fall in love with the problem, not fall in love with your solution. The solution that was the correct way to address the problem in the infancy is not the correct way to address the problem when it's more advanced, right? So I think Tendy's got like a good sketch. Cynthia is giving really good feedback, yeah, about where the holes might be. And the way, if I can inspire you guys about how to approach this, is something as simple as the employee motivation survey that you guys took yesterday. That seemed really easy, right? Like, oh yeah, we just put up some questions and throw it out. But we took months and it's probably still not done yet. We probably still need to iterate. We took months to come up with that survey. And it required us to really sort of pin that on the board and keep on working on it until it started getting more clear. I would suggest that this is a good project, actually, at this point. So how can you take and Tendy? Culture is a project. Culture doesn't happen right away. Best practice isn't like you announce it at a meeting and it happens right away. Best practices, as you can see, are habits. Like this idea of feedback, like this idea of radical candor. This is part of our storytelling. This is part of our habits. You can engineer that. You can make that happen if you want, but it does take time and it needs to be prolonged. So what I would do at this point is that there's a lot of good energy here. There's a lot of good motivation. Tendy, when you hear Cynthia give you feedback, this is a really good sign. That means people care, right? That means people want to help. That means people have like a vested interest in this, and this is really positive. Make it a project. Make it a project to say, all right, this is what I believe this will be, and we will monitor how this works, and we will start taking feedback from the team to improve this problem, right? And today the problem is being solved using Tendy's implementation today, but maybe a week's time we want to have a more efficient implementation, and this is where you begin your agile lean cycle, right? Okay, what makes this faster? What makes this easier? Is there any way to automate this, right? There might not be an answer. Maybe there is no automation, right? Maybe it is a matter of we just need to put in the hard work and get this done because it's important to convert inquiries. But let's start that journey by calling it what it is and understanding that this will have that time space. And I'm really proud of the way that I see you guys communicate now. It is far more effective, and this is what we really mean by stepping on toes, and this is what we really mean by being the hero too. And it just encompasses so many good core values. And you know, using data and all that, it's the beginning, I think, of the rebirth of this chapter. So that is good. But hopefully that can create a little bit more certainty. Or you can have a better solution, whatever. I mean, I'm just offering advice right now, right? You guys think of something better, use that too as well. But yeah, make it a project at least, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir, for the advice. Thank you, Cynthia, and then Caroline also for the great feedback, also for this discussion. So actually, we are already run out of the time, and then there is flow. This is about the review management. If you guys have any comment, please just put it on the top on here so we can discuss it tomorrow. The topic. So I think that's will be great.